Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Close.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Now it's Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. Big chance! Can he finish? And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And here's Thuram. Oh, that was vital. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pass is short and sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well timed. Excellent interception. Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That looks a cracking ball. He could be in here. Real chance! They've scored! Two, and we've barely begun here. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that's a key interception. Nkunku. Tries a shot! It's a loose ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Klaus. So, what can they make of this? Now it's Thuram. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Mbappe. Nkunku. Shot a goal! Yes! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Nkunku. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's a good ball. France already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Thuram.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
France applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Upamecano, Hernandez, and Upamecano, Saliba, and Upamecano. Now it's Mbappe. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Conte. Oh, Red, nice interception. Conte. Conte! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Thuram. Good pressure, determined, intense. Klaus. Now it's Nkunku. Oh, here's a chance! That's a decent clearance. That is ended up in no man's land. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Showing good feet. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, not quite. No, that was never going to make it. And here's Mbappe, Conte, Camavinga, Mbappe. Now it's Camavinga. Camavinga goes hurtling down that left hand. And the first half is done. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. And look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 11.
Here we go again. France decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Tchouaméni. And here's Thuram. Conte hits one. France do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Klaus. Conte. Nkunku. Now it's Thuram. Mbappe. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Thuram. That's been cut out, well played. Dembele might just make this. Thuram. Chouameni. Conte. Ball played for Klaus. That looks a good ball through. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Nkunku. He's having a go! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 70 987.
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Chouameni. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Thuram. Klaus. Nkunku. And here's Mbappe. Thuram. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Nkunku. Oh, that is a good ball to find. Chance! He's kicked it out, just.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20. À sa place, le numéro 7.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Can he get it through? Thuram. Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is a great pick out. Mbappe! And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Thuram proves just a little bit too strong. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Klaus.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, shooting chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Conte should really have closed the game out then, and this could come back to haunt him.
Thuram. He won't be happy with that one. Nkunku, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Thuram. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Conte. Thuram.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That's that, the end. France were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
Merci de votre compréhension.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. It's a good spell of possession, this. Upamecano calmly anticipates. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, well played. He can get that clear. Conte. Mbappe. Mignon deals with it effortlessly. Camavinga. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. He's having a good look here. Olise! That was travelling. Thuram, and here's Mbappe. Chouameni in with the challenge. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Thuram, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Mbappe. France looking to pass their way through. France still without a single shot on target. That's a nicely measured pass. Koundé, gently done. Thuram. Hernandez. Referee's given a throw. Koundé, Thuram, Mbappe touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Camavinga. Olise. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. Camavinga. No, he's not getting his way this time. Olise. Mbappe. Thuram. Olise. Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Thuram. That is good alertness. France upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it. And they're...
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Camavinga has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be...
Conte! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well read, nice interception. Camavinga. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And here's Mbappe. Thuram! A heavy challenge. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Une minute.
Olise. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. There's the whistle for half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're underway again. So neither side has yet broken through. Olise! They want to be quick to recover this. And it's come back out to him. A real chance and a real let-off. Upamecano, nicely spread. Conte. Always onto this. Thuram, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, there's a probing ball. Dembele. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Thuram. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Mbappe. Thuram. And the shot! Superb goal!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble. France clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So we have the first goal.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth a treat. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. France showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Now it's Thuram. Oh, that's nice. Thuram proves just a little bit too strong. And that's been repelled. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Works it forward. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Quality ball. Olise. Saliba cuts out the pass. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He's got away. Can he finish? They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well,
Changement.
now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Early ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And here's Dembele. He'll try from distance. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Thuram. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Conte. Conte is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Klaus gets rid without sophistication. Dembele. He could be in here. Saliba cuts it out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Camavinga. Dembele has a look and plays it forward. Konate showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Thuram. Konate. That's at the end. France are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency.